this, a game we like to call Potions and Spells. This was sent to me from a real good friend of mine and wanted me to review it, play it, and see what I thought about it. And I must say that this game has to be completely, utterly something different that I've ever played. And it was really, really interesting and really fun. And compared to some of the other games I've played, it was actually very entertaining. My kids loved it. I loved it. My wife loved it. My brother loved it. We've all played it and loved it. And I must say, thanks to, I don't know if that comes up, but thanks to Jordan, this has to be probably hands down a really, really must get game if you haven't already gotten it. Um, Best way to explain this game, since I've already posted it of the unboxing and everything like that. Best way to explain this game for people that want to play it and everything. Uh, you have your shield card. You have your, of course, you get your stickers. You get your play card. Here's your card to tell you exactly how your cash or collect, your brew potion, your active, your activates. You have your dragon crystals. You have your ingredients. You perform a potion action. Cast spell, collect 2 ingredients, collect spells, all that. Here's your gameplay. Here's everything you need to know. You get a couple of these for, depending on how many people you have in your game and then everything. And then, as you can tell, you have your different symbols and different, all that. Now, your mushrooms, which I did not know, thanks to Jordan, he actually helped me. Your mushrooms are pretty much your wilds. So you pretty much make them anything you want in the game. Now, the potions, as you can tell, are 1, 2, and 3. These are your brew potions, as you can tell, and we'll go ahead and show you just like one of them. This is like what you would brew in the game that you would have to try to brew up to and get. I think if you brew up to like 3, you pretty much win the game and everything like that. But this is what you would need to brew the potion. You would need like 2 bats, 3 spiders, and so on and so on, and stuff like that, if I understood correctly and if I remember. Haven't played in about a couple weeks, and because I've been so busy trying to do this, going here, going there, doing all this. So if I remember correctly, you would need 2 bats, 3 spiders, or you would need, and the way it works is some of these cards have like 2 bats, and I'll show you later, but like you don't need the 3 bats and 2 spiders. You can actually have a card that has 2 on it and 1 on the other one, and so on and so on. And I'll show you later. But, and then you have like the optional take spells of all players, shuffle, and so on. So you got this lets you know that when you do another one and you go to get another potion, like a 3 potion or a 2 potion, and it calls for a bunny, you can actually use this as your bunny for that one because it automatically tells you that you have a bunny pretty much. But that's pretty much what the potions are. So what we do is you have to flip one of each. And the way the ingredients works, which are your bats, your mushrooms, your spiders, so on and so on, is you have to give 3 of these, and then you have to give 3 of the spells, which are, the dragon crystals, which, by the way, if you get 3 dragon crystals, it counts as points toward the game, and so on and so on. So they're very rare. They're like your, oh my god, kind of moments. And then you get stuff like, discard the 3 face-up ingredients and replace the 3 new ingredients, which are stuff that are come across the board, stuff like that. And then you got stuff like, this, let's say. Choose a player to give you a specific ingredient type from their hand. And then you get 3 of these. Now, the way this works is you do 3 of these. think it's 3 of these. We'll double check to make sure. Yeah, it's 3 of these. And the way this works is you would look at your hand and say, I have a bat, I have 2 bats, a snake, a dragon crystal, and then I have look through your spell discard pile and choose one spell to play immediately. And then I have an energy spell. Choose a player to give you a dragon crystal from their hand. Now, let's say there was another person playing. So we'll go ahead and do 3 cards for them. And we'll do 3 cards for them. Now let's say they have a mushroom, the plant, the bunny, and then they have choose a player to give you a dragon crystal also, block a spell, another block a spell. Okay, so now let's say this. Now, remember me telling you about how this has 2 bats, 3 spiders, that one has the numbers and all that. Now, this is what this means. Let's say that has 2 bats. Now, I can either play these 2 bats, or let's say one of these had a 2 on it. I could just play that 1 card for 2 bats because that counts as 2 bats. You don't have to play 2 bats. I can just play the 1 card with 2 bats on it. That would count. So that's another thing you could think about. Like if that one had, like how that has 4 written on it, and that you can play 2 cards that has 2 on it, and that would count as 4 because it has 2 on it. So that's another way you can think of. So let's say it's my go, and that has 2 bats, 3 spiders, but I don't have any spiders. But there's a spider here. So I can either take the spider, or I can draw an ingredient, or draw a spell. So I would say, you know what, let's draw the spider. And I think it's 2 actions you go. You place a spell deck after the last face-up ingredients. Okay, the way the thing works is you deal 3 ingredients, 3 spells. I'm double checking to make sure for everybody so I don't mess up, because I don't want to tell y'all how to play the wrong game. The way it works is you have one of 3 options. You cast a spell, collect 2 ingredients. Okay, so it is collect 2 ingredients. So I will take a spider, and then right after you draw one, you lay another one down. You do not collect another one, then lay one. Right after you draw a card, you lay another ingredient, because what if that other ingredient is what you want? So I would take the spider, and then I would take the snake, let's just say, because I want to go for this one. And then my turn is done. Then you would lay another ingredient. Now let's say this person wants to go. Now they have a mushroom, they have the plant, and they have a rabbit. Now let's say they want to go for this one. So they have 1 plant, and let's say they have 2 plants. Now let's say they wanted to play this one, but they don't have anything. So they're just going to go 1, 2, but let's say they don't have any bats or snakes. So they pull 2 of these. See, now they'll go anything they want because this is another one. So they'll say a bat and they'll say the spider. But you see, then they'll go like this. Okay. So see, I have 2 bats and I have 2 snakes. Now, look through your spell discard pile, choose a spell. Choose a player to give you a dragon crystal. Okay. So basically, I have a spider and a rabbit. Now, I'm still going to go for that one. And I didn't pull nothing. So, but you see my point. And then let's say they want to go for that too. We'll just go ahead and lay down the card so you get the point. I mean, so other than that, and let's say they want to go for that, but they still have the 2 and 2. Now, let's say they want to trade over and they go for the 2 bats. So they have 2 mushrooms and a spider. So they'll tank those, and they have 3 spiders now, and they just need 2 bats. So they pull this. Now they have a bat. So they take this away. Now they have 3 spiders. Now they have a bat. Now they have a snake. So they have the 3 bats. So let's just go ahead and say that instead of the snake that they pulled one bat. And let's just say that instead of that snake, they pulled a spider. They pulled a bat. So now they have, let's say, the 3 spider they pulled, and they pulled another bat. So what they would do is they would lay down the spider, they would look through their cards, and they would see that they have 2 bats, and they would lay down the 2 bats, and they would say, I want to buy that. So they would lay down the 2 bats, the 3 spider, and they would go for that. So now they have 5 points. They would now have a permanent bunny that constantly lets them get it. And now they have this, which now lets them have an optional take all spells from all players, shuffle and redistribute starting with yourself. Which means all of these that are spell cards within my hand and my opponent's hand, which are, sorry about that. All of these, which are the Dragon Crystal, the block spells, even the Dragon Crystal, and look through the spell discard, you would shuffle them like so, and then redistribute them to yourself like this. And then, boom, I have the Dragon Crystal on this side. Now these go to the discard pile, and then there you go. Now this goes to my side. This gets reflipped over. Now that I have an extra bunny because of that card over here, now that only takes 1 more bunny for me. So now you get the point of how this game pretty much goes. But now that I have a bunny, so that's 1. So now all I need is 2 spiders. Now I have 2 mushrooms. So on my next go, I can automatically buy that one, and it puts me at 4, at 5, it puts me at 9. And I think it's 20. You either get 20 points and so on, and you automatically win the game. But so pretty much you get the gist of how this game goes. And then when you pull like a spell of like, choose a player to give you a Dragon Crystal. So if like he had the Dragon Crystal and I played this, and I played this spell on my turn, they would have to go through their deck, pull out the Dragon Crystal, and then they would have to hand it to me. And then this would go to the discard, and then I would get the Dragon Crystal. And then once I get 3 of those, I lay it down on my side where I have my spell, or my potion, and I'd have points. So pretty much you see how this game is played, and that's how easy this game is. Like I said, it's the most simplest, easiest game to pick up. It's the most funnest game to pick up, and it's just, the colors are gorgeous. Look at the colors of these cards. They're so beautiful. Their colors are amazing. They're just, everything about this game is just phenomenal. Jordan did amazing on this game. Everything about this game is fun. I would love to see some expansions. I would love to see some foil of some of these cards and everything. But other than that, this is a great game. If y'all haven't got a hold of it and y'all haven't tried it, I would definitely recommend it. I definitely am thankful to have the opportunity to play it. But other than that, if y'all would like to see more on this game, give me a chance, and not a chance, give me a DM or anything and tell me what you need to know, and I will be glad to help you. But other than that, thank you for giving me the chance to show you what you need to know, and give me a chance to show you all the videos about it. But other than that, thank you for following.